All right, so let's talk about using area models to multiply two-digit by two-digit numbers where both of them include a decimal number. All right, so we have 2 and 5 tenths. If you split that into its place value, you have two ones, right? And then you have 5 tenths. And the same thing with 1 and 3 tenths is you have one here though, and you have 3 tenths. Okay, so let's use the area here. So I have two wholes, so that would be saying that this length right here is 2, and this length right here would be 5 tenths, okay? And then right here, the length right here would be 1, so this is 1. This is where the 2 5 tenths is right here. So 1, and this would be 3 tenths. All right, so in each box, you're going to multiply the sides by each other. So this is 2, and that's 1. This is 2, so that's 2 times, here's 3 tenths, okay? And here would be 3 tenths times 5 tenths. This is 1 times 5 tenths. Okay, so let's just fill it in. 2 times 1 is 2. 1 times 5 tenths is, well, 5 tenths. 2 times 3 tenths is 6 tenths. And 3 tenths times 5 tenths is 15 hundredths. Remember, 3 tenths times 5 tenths. 5 times 3 is 15. Decimal, decimal. So divide by 10 twice to compensate for the fact that these are not whole numbers, but tenths. So it's a tenth of 3, a tenth of 5. So divide by 10, so 15 hundredths. All right, so these are all partial products. Now we need to find the full product. So I need to split it up according to place value, the ones in the tenths place, and then we also have a hundredths place. And now we just add it up. So 2 plus 5 tenths, okay, keep adding here. 2 and 5 tenths. Then I have 6 tenths, right? And then lastly, I have 15 hundredths. Okay, got it all. Now just add it up. 5 plus no other digits, or you could put in the zeros there, but you don't necessarily have to. But 5 plus nothing is 5. And then 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. Sure, bring down my decimal. 12, so that's one whole with the 2 tenths. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 and 25 hundredths. 3 and 25 hundredths should be my product, right? Well, let's make sure. Let's go with the regular algorithm here, just to check. 3 times 5 is 15, carry my 1. 3 times 2 is 6. Okay, this is 10 times greater than this place value, right? So we need to put a 0 in this place right here, because this place value is 10 times greater than this. So this was the 3 tenths times the 2 and 5 tenths. So 3 tenths is what we used. Here we're using a whole number. It is 10 times greater than tenths. So that's why I put the 0 there. All right, so let's do this. 1 times 5 is 5. I've already used that 1. So 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. Add this up. 5, something's not right. 6. I did something wrong then, didn't I? That's what I did wrong. Right here. 3 times 2 is 6 plus my 1 is 7. I forgot to carry that 1 over, or I forgot to add that 1. That's why. So 3 times 5 is 15, carry the 1. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. That's why. Okay. So that should be 7 plus 3 is 10 plus 2 more is 12. So that's I'll just write down here 2 plus the 1, 3 and 25 hundredths. And the reason why the decimal goes there is because there's a decimal, so divide by 10 twice. 1, 2, 25 hundredths. Let me do that again just because that was a little messy and I made a mistake. And you know what, that happens when you make mistakes. 3 times 5 is 15, carry the 1. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. This is 10 times greater than this place value, so we put a 0 there. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. I've already used that. Add that up. 5, 12, 3. All right, that's not one. That's not the ones place. That's the tenths place. So that's a tenth of 5. So I need to compensate by moving the decimal over once. And that's not really 3. That's a tenth of 3. So I need to compensate by dividing by 10 by moving the decimal over one more time. So 3 and 25 hundredths. All right.